What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and Jeezy has a lot to get off his mind. But before we get into that, be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW and leave a like on this video. I'd really appreciate it. So recently, Jeezy has been making headlines, and it's because him and Gucci are going to do a Verzuz battle where they go track for track on who has the most hits. And this is crazy because Jeezy and Gucci have real beef. I'm talking street beef. And if you have no idea about their beef, go ahead and check out my Gucci versus Jeezy Who Really Won video. I break down the whole beef there. But just now, Jeezy's making headlines once again. He just released the first single off his upcoming album, The Recession 2, called Therapy for My Soul. And on this track, he's speaking his mind, and he decides to send shots at Freddie Gibbs and 50 Cent. So let's go over the bars of where he went at Freddie and 50, and then I'll talk about why he went at both of them. For Freddie Gibbs, he says this: "If 1-5 wasn't my dog, I would have touched him. When that shit went down with Gibbs, I couldn't trust him. Invested my hard-earned money, tied up my bread, but he gonna try to tell you I'm flawed. That's in his head. It's happening just the way I said it. Good on your own. And if I'm honest, nothing gangsta about you. Leave this alone." For those of you that don't know, Freddie Gibbs was originally signed to Jeezy's label CTE back in 2011, and the person that Jeezy is mentioning when he says "if 1-5 wasn't my dog" is a guy named Carbon 15. He was an A&R for Jeezy's CTE label, and he was the one that initially told Jeezy to sign Freddie Gibbs to the label. But by the time 2012 came, the relationship went bad, a bunch of bad business decisions, a bunch of different creative visions, and then over the years, Freddie Gibbs basically started dissing Jeezy on every single album or mixtape that he released, and this is the first time on Wax that Jeezy has addressed him on a track. Now let's talk about the 50 Cent diss. Here are the bars. "Never ashamed to admit that I was wrong. Yeah, that's boss talk. Since we talking boss talk, let's address the sucker shit. Grown man playing on Instagram, real sucker shit. Why the F this clown guy playing with my legacy? Solid in these streets. That's some shit you'll never be. Talking about power, but weak guys do the most. In real life, guy, you really borrow money from Ghost. All that little boy shit yet and make it evident. Made millions in these streets. What the F is 50 Cent?" So back in May of 2020, back when the pandemic was happening and prisoners were getting released due to the pandemic, Southwest T, who was a BMF member, got released early. And then 50 Cent called out Jeezy and said he wasn't supporting Southwest T when he got out. This is what 50 said in the caption on his Instagram. He said, "Big T said, get Jeezy's ass too. How are you screaming BMF, who helped you get a record deal? Then Meech's mom is calling you and texting you, let you know T is home and you're ignoring the phone calls. So now his mom said, F the backstage passes and free tickets to the concerts. Pick up the phone." And Jeezy never responded to this on Instagram, so that's why he's addressing 50 on this track. He even calls out 50 with his Instagram antics. So this is the only thing that I could tie it to, because 50 and Jeezy were actually cool at one point. I remember when 50 shot the Major Distribution music video, he had Rick Ross's Maybach music chain in the video, and Jeezy was featured on that track. And at the time, Jeezy was having issues with Rick Ross, so of course he was siding with 50. And the funny thing is, back in 2016, I actually asked Jeezy if he was ever going to do another track with 50 because they have great chemistry on tracks.
Oh yeah, 50 Cent the homie, man. So, anything he with, I'm definitely with. The last record we did with me, him, and Snoop was crazy. The video was crazy. But any upcoming projects he got or I got that we can collab on, I'm definitely down with that. All day.
But it looks like now in 2020, that's definitely not going to happen. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this track. Are you guys mad at it? Or you guys like the track? I feel like it's a dope track. It's for the first single off The Recession 2. I really like it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And I truly hope 50 Cent responds on a track and not on Instagram. That would be dope, but I highly doubt that's happening in 2020. I feel like he's just going to go to Instagram immediately, even though Jeezy dissed him about doing that. That's it for today's video. If you guys want to support this channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/diverse mentality. For just $1 a month or more, you can help support this channel further. A link is in the description below. Like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. I do videos like this daily on hip-hop news, reviews, and much more. So definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. Like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.